Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. I'm coming for you. Listen. 26 mark. 26 mark. Oh, you got D? 26.
Jackson on first down. Being chased, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. McFarland. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The tight end of the ball carrier, intended for Mark Andrews, incomplete. He was covered by Stephon.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
35, watch 35.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Coming after you. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ricky.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines They're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
On first down, McFarland. 20! That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal from the 1. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Got a man open. That's Harry. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, team six. Check.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on second and 13. Second and 13. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Ready. Judy base. Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 3 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
X3, 218, chop it. Jam. Tight dog. Check 9. Slam. Hit it.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
57, Mike, 57. Wrap it.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He can run for it, and he will. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got it to James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
No. 25. Look. Squeeze. He's coming.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On the ball. Big rip.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Hard.
2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run on first down. McFarland. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's complete. James White. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
We got to get the ball. Until you get the ball right here.
2nd and 14. Catch is made by Harry. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Got it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the Ravens' 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
All day, dog.
They run it again with Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
26 Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh. All day, baby. All day. Check three. Check three. Ball drive.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 5. Open man is Samuel, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Break.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Mike 40, Mike 40! Yo, faster! Let's put that team on the clock.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
They'll try the left side. McFarland finding room at the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
I got you. I got you.
Back to throw. He hits White, complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Check 52. Hey, wahoo. Yes, yes. Get it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Ferguson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Mike 40, Mike 40.
Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, deep 6.
He's back to throw. Pass incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 5.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Right, 49. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3. Big Griffin.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.